Each week until the election, our series 3 Meals is hitting the road in different states to break bread with voters and ask what matters the most. This morning, we go to the important battleground state of Wisconsin. Recent CBS News polling shows Vice President Harris and former President Trump in a statistical tie there. We took a road trip through the Badger State, home to America's largest cheese producer and home to 10 critical electoral votes. And yes, we were able to find some amazing food, but it was the conversations that filled us up. Wisconsin, one of the dairy machines of America. It's a place where people like their politics, how they like their cheese, sharp and straightforward. Around here in Eau Claire, they like their portions hearty. We stopped for dinner at 4 Mile Restaurant and Bar, a community staple since the 1960s.
I will never vote for a convicted felon for president of the United States.
Conservative Mark Gagnon says instead of Trump, he's picking the Harris-Walz ticket.
I voted for him the first time he ran. I was gravely disappointed. I think we need younger people. I mean, what's an 80-year-old person know what a 30-year-old family needs?
What did you say, you're what?
I'm a Trumper.
I'm a liberal.
And somehow you guys are friends.
And people say Trump's an I don't disagree.
Good friends Jim Weber and Dave Young live right in the neighborhood, but their political views are worlds apart.
I think we need a businessman to run this country. It's a mess.
Yeah, I think it comes down to character, and I think Trump is unfit to be a leader, and that automatically disqualifies him.
What's the key to getting along? It seems like a simple question, but...
Respect each other.
Exactly what I was going to say, respect.
Before you ask, yes, I pump my own gas. And yes, these are cheese curds. Right now, we're headed south on I-94 before we rebase for breakfast in Sauk County. We started our morning in the small town of Reedsburg, Wisconsin, and the Flat Top Grill at Greenwood's Cafe has been crackling since sunrise. Greenwood's has been helping fuel the town for more than half a century.
I'll tell you what I say.
What do you say, Terry?
You know why circuses, they can't have all their shows and everything anymore?
Why?
Because all the clowns went into politics.
Terry Milbauer is retired. This election, Trump has his vote because of his positions on immigration and energy.
But what I like about him is he wants to control the border. He wants to keep drilling some oil so that the gas prices don't go up to $4 a gallon.
Trump has said things about women that totally inflame me. But I am a Republican from the word go.
Okay.
We cannot discuss politics.
Sisters Don Porter and Sharon Peterson have different ideas about where this country is headed.
You said that Trump has said inflammatory things about women. He also brags about overturning Roe v. Wade.
And that's wrong. I am a Republican, but nobody has the right to tell me what I can do.
With your body.
With my body.
Trump I dislike from day one, and I don't trust him, and every time he opens his mouth, there's a frickin' lie.
Do you believe that we, as a country, are ready for a woman to be president?
I don't think they are, but a lot of white women feel, because I live in a small town and I hear people talking, a lot of them are factory workers. Women are when they're in positions of power.
You hear that?
All the time, yes. So I think being a white woman, I think we're our worst enemy.
We needed to stop for more gas, but more importantly, more cheese curds. But let's not get sidetracked. Up next, we're headed to Waukesha County, a county just outside of Milwaukee that Trump won in 16 and in 20. We made our final stop in the town of Oconomowoc. Lunch today was at the Crafty Cow, where this family-owned spot pairs some of the tastiest food and some of the warmest hospitality in Wisconsin.
Do you know who you're voting for?
Yes, I do.
And who is that?
do we say? Yes, I know, it's Harris. When Trump calls us losers and suckers, because I'm a veteran, how would that make you feel? I mean, would you vote for, would you say, I really like you, I'm gonna vote for you?
But Donald Trump can't relate to being a veteran. Donald Trump can't relate to growing up in the Midwest on a farm. Donald Trump can't relate to the common person.
I'm gonna vote for Kamala Harris.
I'm also leaning more towards Kamala as well.
21-year-old Lily Nyman and 22-year-old Elliot Swanger worry about abortion access and worry about how divided the country has become.
As a woman living in this country, I'm definitely worried about like abortion access. I'm not very well equipped to have kids right now, and so I think that there are a lot of women out there that like, in the off chance that, you know, I get pregnant for whatever reason, I want to make sure I have safe access to get a procedure like that done.
In my family as well, there have been some differences in political opinions, and that's driven us apart.
Wow.
I wish it didn't have to be that way. I wish we didn't have to play teams like red team versus blue team.
I want to say thank you to 4 Mile Restaurant, Greenwoods Cafe, and the Crafty Cow for their hospitality, which rivals the Southern hospitality. The people in the Midwest were great. But when we drove through those cornfields, just about every line had a Trump sign.
Yeah.
Flags everywhere, billboards everywhere, Trump campaign offices almost on every other block. It was a surprising number of Kamala Harris supporters.
Wow.
And I just feel like this election is more balanced in areas that we might assume could be leaning one way or the other.
You know what's real? We talk about the silent Trump voter who doesn't say yes to a poll. From your reporting and from other reporting, it seems like there's a silent sexism voter as well.
Yes,
Just not ready for a woman.
Yes.
To be the boss.
Yeah, and we picked up on that.
Well, I was jealous you got Wisconsin, by the way, because I got Wisconsin for 3 meals during the midterms, but I'm so glad you went to Waukesha. Waukesha is one of the WOW counties, Waukesha, Ozaukee, and Washington counties, which are outside of Milwaukee, and those are critical for either side to win. And it really is, like you said, it's anyone's race, and that's what our polling shows.
Yeah, and another thing I found fascinating was Trump supporters who were strong in their stance, almost the common thread was, he says things I don't agree with, but I still am going to.
There's always that but in the sentence.